called the Community Vitality Center, and started looking for what advantages does rural Iowa have. And one of the first things that we came across was that, well, first of all, people have done very well in rural Iowa historically. Parents and grandparents have, and there's tremendous wealth in the farmland, and that's when we approached the state to say to redevelop a vehicle where we can create endowment for counties that want to assure their future, and that's how the original legislation that started the Hardin County Community Endowment Foundation was created, and realizing that the quality of life issues that you could create with endowments was an important thing to attract new people, younger people, the next generation of settlers, was going to be critically important. And that endowments, you usually think of endowments like at the college, and you think of Eugene Ellsworth. That endowments aren't just a purview of the wealthy. That endowments are something anybody can do.
So I work with the Community Foundation Greater Des Moines, and the Hardin County Endowment Foundation is one of our 30 county affiliates. And my role is to work with them to help them with their grant making, help them working with their current donors, and also going out and working with new donors and new organizations interested in establishing endowments.
My name is Robert Woolard, and I am a donor to the Hardin County Community Endowment Foundation family of funds.
Well, hello. My name is Dan Garrett, and I'm the librarian at Eldora Public Library.
Mark Boke, and I served on Hardin County Community Endowment for 8 years, I believe, and I was on since inception, and we worked very hard.
My name is Robert Woolard. I'm a co-chair for Hardin County Community Endowment Foundation, and I've served on the board since October of 2010.
I'm Libby Kaplan with the Dr. Grace O'Donnell Alden Public Library.
I think they do kind of a couple of fun things. I think the E4D program is something unique that Hardin County does that none of our other affiliates do. That's a real big community leadership project that they've taken upon themselves to impact the youth.
Community improvement projects, arts, culture projects, just the range of grant classifications that we've been able to establish.
The first fund I set up was for Greenbelt Humane Society. At that time, it was the only organization in Hardin County that was looking out for animal welfare at all.
We've had 2 grants, one to lay a cement pad down for our beautiful donated gazebo, and the other one is to install a sidewalk from the southeast corner of the Arboretum connecting the Hubbard Care Center.
I did want to mention one project in particular. I just thought you might want to know about one of them. They've all been great. Well, my favorite one was the Imagination Library program. That's one that not everyone has heard about. Some people know it better as the Dolly Parton Imagination Library program, which started in I don't know what year, but Dolly Parton started in Tennessee, back in her home county, where the education maybe not as good as some other areas of the country, but she thought it was important to get books to every child, and so now her program is replicated in many areas throughout the United States, including Eldora. Once a month, every child under 5 receives a free book in the mail.
Okay. In the early 1990s, we began planning for the Hubbard Care Center, and with a lot of planning, a lot of meetings, lots of work, we opened the facility in April of 1997.
Well, the library's been very fortunate to have quite a few projects with the foundation. Most recently, we've been focusing on technology and improving technology in the library. Last grant cycle, we were awarded $3,000 for a youth education and business technology center, which included new furniture, easy to use with interactive projector that can be used similar to the ones that school systems use, so we can incorporate that into our programming at the library, the same that the school has. And this year we were fortunate enough to receive one for tablet and laptop technology. Our goal with that is to focus on getting that type of technology in all income levels' hands. So since the schools are educating kids with iPads and really using online learning software programs, we want kids that can't afford that type of tablet or laptop at home to have the opportunity to use them at the library, along with people that are older and applying for jobs, and technology is so relevant now for them. It's important that we're also giving them the opportunity to be educated with that type of technology, so they're going into the workforce confident with their technological skills.
But when they decided to build a library, Mayor Norm Kulo wanted to establish an endowment fund with that. So we had a sizable amount of money for my dad's memorials set aside, and we thought that was a good way to start.
The fund that I was a big part of was really a scholarship, and that was the Grace Hibner Scholarship. And Grace Hibner was a nurse in World War I, left money to the American Legion to be used for healthcare scholarships. It worked very well when we were getting good CD rates, but when CD rates went down to under 2%, we weren't getting enough money to have scholarship money. And so I was on Hardin County Community Endowment Foundation, and I just talked to the other people on that committee, and then we went to the greater body of the American Legion, our local post, and they voted that we would put that money into a fund, a permanent fund, and it's worked very well. We went from not being able to hardly fund one scholarship, where we can now give 3 scholarships each year. So it's, again, been a great vehicle here for us.
Well, the benefits is that projects get done that otherwise wouldn't get done. We have a certain budget that we have, and there's certain things we can do with that budget, and there's extra things we'd like to do but don't have the regular budget funds to do. We need extra money from other places to get some things done. And so
We've definitely benefited from our partnership with Hardin County Community Endowment Foundation. Over the years, they have supported us with great things that we can support our businesses and community members.
I guess the first thing that comes to my mind is the availability of grants, and the other is the endowment fund. We established the endowment fund in the fall of 2013 and with $10,000, and as of today there are over $40,000 in that endowment fund, and that's less than 18 months since being established.
Yeah, I think one of the best things about the affiliate relationship between the Community Foundation and Hardin County and the other relationships we have around the state is that the Community Foundation can provide the back office services they need to do their work, and then the local board members and staff can go out and really have the fun, really get go out and promote philanthropy, promote endowments, and work with the people in their community. And we can just be behind the scenes helping them do that. It's a big benefit.
Well, it's going to give them a continual revenue stream, and like I say, Hardin County Community Endowment's been great at helping market the endowment. terribly hard getting board members because nobody really knew what it was. You know, initially it was this new idea that the legislators had that to fund endowments in the county, and so that was probably the biggest thing, and just learning. It was a big learning curve for all of us because that was out of our wheelhouse on experience.
We like to think the project would happen, but it's less likely. It would definitely be less tablets, it'd be less laptops, it'd be less access for people that come to the library and use the library to provide educational opportunities for their children or for themselves for the future. So yeah, possibly it could happen, but it would be definitely down the road, and it wouldn't be as effective as we feel now going in with this grant.
The biggest challenges, one of the biggest challenges, is finding dedicated board members, because it's a real commitment. It's a lot of hours and a lot of time, and you have to be dedicated.
The gazebo probably would have happened because we had a donor for that, but I'm not sure that the sidewalk connecting the southeast corner of the Arboretum to the Hubbard Care Center would have happened.
Probably would have happened, but not as soon. So there were probably some children that got served with that program thanks to the foundation that otherwise may not have.
We're able to always leverage funds when we have their backing. It's easier for me to go out to businesses and sponsorships and say, this is a program that the Hardin County Community Endowment Foundation funds, and would you look at this program and see if it also fits in with your business or with your sponsorship as an individual?
As far as the blanket warmer, I think that probably would still have been on the wish list. I might just mention that there were dollars left over from the grant and for the blanket warmer, and we were allowed to use some of those dollars to buy physical therapy equipment, which was badly needed.
I chose Hardin County Community Endowment Foundation because of the way endowments are established. There's once an endowment is established, it's permanent. The permanent funds. And so every fund has the potential of just infinite growth over an infinite number of years. And I just was impressed with that vehicle. Otherwise, you write a check to an organization, yes, it's utilized, but it doesn't necessarily build on itself. And these funds not only create a source of income for a nonprofit, but it's a vehicle where other people can contribute to that fund as a memorial, as something that's near and dear to their hearts, and the vehicle's already in place, and it's easy to just write the check.
My parents had a business in Union. My dad was a veterinarian, and my mother helped him in his business, and they raised a family there. They were very interested in education, and they both had degrees from Iowa State, so they were very interested in education, and they were both readers, and that's why they were so interested in starting the Library Foundation. And of course, the Church Foundation had to do with scholarships for education, and they were interested in that. And my dad enjoyed golf, and so did my mother. Having a place in Union that would draw people into the community, he enjoyed living in Union a lot. And my mother enjoyed having the library in town. She worked at the library for years. Oh, I'm so very proud of their legacy, and I hope that someday I can do just a percentage of it. They made such a big impact in Union. I think anyone could invest even a small amount in the foundation, and that would make a difference.
I would like to thank the Hardin County Community Endowment Foundation for their partnership through these 10 years. It's been something that the Community Foundation of Greater Des Moines has really enjoyed. We've enjoyed partnering with them, and we wish them the best of luck for the next 10 years and beyond.
Oh, I think just the fact how it's grown, the funds they've managed and the endowments they've established, and I think we owe a lot to Carol Gilbert. She was an excellent leader, and Christy Harris, and we had a lot of fun on that board.
So just again, thanks for everything, Hardin County Community Endowment Foundation. You've just been very great.